you started in stained glass, and then we did jewelry. Then you went into jewelry design.
Right.
And then we put our kids in the back of the van and drove them all over the country, doing art shows. And then when you would have an idea, I would be your person taking notes. You're like, I just thought of something. And I would write it down. The jewelry, the metal kind of went into...
Synthesize the jewelry.
Right. It took a long time to get to where you are now. But you were always creative. I mean, if you had just a little something in your hand, a piece of wire or something, by the time you were done talking and you would just like be like a little sculpture or something, you never don't think about art. You're always creating, you're always thinking, you're always painting in your mind.
Powerful, sleek, modern. It's different. And when you're an art collector, you want something that's different, that's unlike what other artists have been bringing. And Jon Alen represents all of that to the collector.
An artist like Jon Alen comes around once or twice in a lifetime. And to have him in a gallery setting and people flock to it, they're drawn to it. It's interesting art, it's modern, it's made of aluminum. The best things in life today, the phones and computers, it's one of the greatest materials. And that's part of the draw for everyone, that it's a modern material and a modern look.
I rarely reflect on those kind of things. So that's why I'm not good at this kind of thing, because I don't have this thought out where I came from, where I'm going, what I'm doing. It's all, I'm in the moment, I'm doing it, and I'm very myopic, just with the kind of work that I do, because I believe I'm more conceptual than anything else. So most of the time the energy I put in is to coming up with the idea, and I don't stick with one process too long. So, over the years I've challenged myself to pretty much every medium there is. So the other day I was making mobiles. Constantly I seek the challenge. I seek the thing I haven't done yet. So once I get fairly proficient at something, the excitement kind of ebbs and I move on to something else. So right now I'm real excited about what I'm doing.
It works because it's modern, it's hip, and it's contemporary looking, it's different, and it's an eye catcher. It's easy to place in the home, it's easy to install, and so why not?
I've definitely found something I want to stick with for a period of time, but I don't know what I'm going to want to do tomorrow. The jewelry was the foundation of the knowing we're going to be able to make a living out of this. Once we got over the hump that we realized that we can survive off of what we're doing and quit the day jobs, then it just kind of was a metamorphosis of one thing to another. So even with the jewelry, I was never content with the designs that we had, and there's no going back, no changing it like you would with oil painting. It's neat, it's gratifying, because you can make something happen quickly and exciting.
It's cool to see people appreciate what you've done.
I don't learn well from others. I basically want to learn on my own. So I don't have the same interaction with other artists of the similar medium that have already tried something. So most of my stuff is conceptual, whether it's the pigments or the medium, the substrate that I use, or the tools that I use to achieve it are probably something that I knew nothing about before. And I go at it with an experimental kind of mentality. So that's what interests me, is the creation, the invention, the conception, rather than the process. The process is a benefit of the creative conceptual process that leads you to that. And that's what excites me, because then I get kind of bored once I've achieved that. And then I shake it up. So that confuses everyone around me because they've got to bob and weave with me, but hopefully it turns out good. And
I know, that's what I...
you were doing great. No, you're doing good.